Hey everybody, it is Rob, and I'm sitting out here in my shop on a very warm, what is today, Thursday? It's a Thursday afternoon, and when I say very warm, I mean it. It really is. It's, I guess you can see that, just under 100 degrees, about 96, which is close enough for me. But I just wanted to spend a minute with you here and introduce you to a friend of mine that I just met today. Kind of caught me off guard. This little guy right here, this would be a hognose snake. Now this is one of those kind of snakes, I figure everybody already knows what it is, but you know, sometimes people don't know, and so I figure we'll just take a second real quick and I'll show you what it looks like and how to identify it and why it's a good thing to know about and why it kind of caught me off guard. We live out here on the high plains of Texas, and we get an occasional rattlesnake, even if not very many of them, but this is the first snake I've seen all year long on my property. I mean, the first snake of any kind. And so when I walked out this morning and he was laying out there in the sunshine trying to get warmed up, kind of caught me off guard, and I had to look close because I hadn't seen one in a while. So let me bring you a little bit closer and I'll show you this guy here. Okay, so this is a hognose snake. And it is just about the most docile snake that there is, as far as I know. Garter snakes are pretty docile as well, but hognoses are just pretty easy to get along with for the most part. Sarah claims that she had a hognose some years ago that was kind of aggressive to her and maybe even clamped down on her one time. I don't remember that, but you know, it didn't bite me, so I wouldn't remember. But a hognose snake, one of the ways you can tell is the markings on them. They almost always have these kind of markings right here, and this is similar to a prairie rattler, as I may have mentioned, in the way it looks, the coloration of. One of the main differences, though, is it doesn't have any rattles, and the markings are more spotted, whereas on a rattlesnake, they're more splotchy. I'll see if I can put up a picture here while we're talking about that. But this guy's getting a little bit feisty here. He was in the house. I had him in the house for a while this morning, and he kind of cooled off because of the air conditioning going in there. But let me see if I can hold him up closer. And one of the things you can see on a hognose, come here bud, is the nose and the way it turns up there like that. It's got that kind of a point to it where it kind of kicks up a little bit, and part of that is because they root into the ground, and I mean they dig a hole into the ground. I've watched one dig into soft ground, and he had a hole big enough he could climb in there just really quick. Well, he has got, for a while he wasn't even hardly moving, and now he's gotten completely, I think maybe the fan may be messing with him a little bit. He keeps trying to go towards the breeze over there, so he may think he's outside. Just trying to maneuver him around where you can get a really good look at that nose. And it looks like there may even be some, let me shut that fan off. It looks like that may even be making the camera vibrate a little bit. But this guy, he's kind of a fat little hognose. A lot of times they're smaller and skinnier than this, but this guy has been eating well. I like to think he's been eating mice and that kind of thing, because we've had plenty of them this year. You know, after everything with the rabies scare and all that, we were down our number of cats for quite a while, and the mice kind of got predominant again. I don't know what the word, they got multiple. Multiplied and multiple, lots of mice. But anyway, let me show you the bottom side. A lot of times what a hognose will do is they will roll over and play dead. This guy says he has no intention of playing dead though, but they'll roll over and lay their belly up and even if you try to turn them over, they'll turn right back on their back again and put their belly up in the air. This guy says he has no intention, so he's not going to do it. But anyway, that's a hognose snake. Like I say, all this was for is just to kind of give you an idea of what they look like, let you be a little bit familiar with it. You know, rattlesnakes are in the puff adder family, and their head has a lot more of a flare. Like this guy here, his cheeks are not really all that fat, a little bit, but a rattlesnake would have a lot more pronounced width. Hey dude, a lot more pronounced width right there where his head would be. So anyway, when he was laying out there and I saw this dude just laying there and the head kind of laid down, come here, the head kind of laid down flat, and the little markings back here on the tail, which don't really look like a rattlesnake, but like a lot of snakes that are non-venomous, they will vibrate that tail a little bit just to make you wonder. So he definitely had my attention. I'm going to let him go back out there again. He's not big enough to eat a chicken. I don't think he's even big enough to eat a baby chick. So I'm not too worried about him being a problem. I don't think he would eat an egg. If it was a really, really small egg, I'm sure he wouldn't mind, but that'd be more in the sparrow and the small birds like that. So this guy's okay. He gets to stay out there, and we'll be happy to have him. Anyway, there you go. I just thought you might want to know. If you don't know what a hognose snake is or didn't, now you do. Thanks, guys.